Hey everyone, this is the Burning Donut reporting as live as possible in recorded format, and I thought I'd do pretty much the same thing everyone else is doing right now. Talk about the Toon Critical Y2K shit. Alright, first thing I'd like to say is that the analysis community seems to exist in two parts. The first is the incredibly sensitive, completely naive, completely unaffected by the world bullshit of just thinking that the entire world is this wonderful little kitty land of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and what the fuck ever else. The other half of the analysis community seems to pretty much be toxic. Alright. Pretty much just drama central. Everyone loves drama. People become friends. People drop friends all at the drop of a fucking hat over sometimes the completely most inane bullshit altogether. And I'm pretty sure most people by now know pretty much the entire story of Toon Critic. So I think it would be kind of pointless by now to tell the story. But basically, this guy, pretty famous analysis person, basically for like a year is having ERP Skype chats with this underage girl. And by underage, let's not get this wrong. You know, we're not talking like 5 or 6. We're talking like 14, which is still underage, but whatever. One thing that's kind of annoying that keeps happening about this whole thing is the higher ups in the community pretty much want you to be convinced that they had no idea this was going on. That it was like, oh, geez, I'm so heartbroken that this was that. No. You knew it was going on. Everybody knew it was going on. This is not your chance to morally high ground or high stand or what the fuck ever else and be all like, oh, well, I just didn't know this was happening. It's funny because like a lot of the people, like I said, the community is in two parts. A lot of the people in the second part of the community heard about this and they were not surprised, like in the slightest, like seriously. Now, part of the reason I want to comment on this is because I've been getting like a lot of messages from people from the first side of the community, you know, the whole like, you know, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and everything is super nice and everyone is kind and things like that part of the community. Pretty much like the Dr. Wolf side of the community. People keep contacting me and being all like, I can't believe this happened. I am completely shocked. And they look up at Toon Critic as if he's like some kind of like moral, infallible god or something. It's like, dude, he's a fucking normal person, okay? Excuse me, I'm a little drunk right now. Moving on. People are just, you know, the higher ups, like most people from the second half of the community, pretty much were not surprised by this at all. This is like Toon Critic. I have a little bit of personal experience with the guy, not a whole lot. He's not like a hero or anything. He's just kind of like basically like when I was friends with FNGR, he'd be invited into Limbo and would just like instantaneously start being like, well, I'm the king, good sir. I'll dabble my graces upon thee and subscribe to your little peons who ask me to, so that I might grace your channels with some mild attention from on high. And it's like, he's a very manipulative person. So to be honest, this whole thing didn't catch me by surprise at all. Some interesting things about this is the reactions, is the videos that are coming out. Like half the videos, there are some who honestly, this caught people by surprise. This completely just like people were like, wow, I really had no idea this was going on. And for them, you know, it's quite a shock. But there's other people who are just like bandwagoning. They're just like saying, oh, well, this fucking guy, we need to tell the entire world because we need to stop this. We need to stop the world from these evil pedophiles and stop them from, you know, contacting people. And it's like, I guarantee most of the people saying that 5 minutes ago were more than willing to suck Toon Critic's dick, and quite honestly, it's pretty insulting. There is one aspect of this whole thing I would actually like to discuss that not many people are discussing, but exactly why the information got out. As most people know, the primary video where most people are getting their information from is made by a guy named Vida. This is not a very nice person. He has been spying on me like crazy. He has threatened me for making fun of his precious Kiwi Farms website. This guy supports doxing 100%. He might say he doesn't, but like he actively posts on a website called Kiwi Farms, and so far, every single thread he's partaken in quite regularly has had a dox on it, mine included. So don't believe him when he says he doesn't support doxing. He is a 100% full support of doxing. He loves it. He thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. And I would like to point out one thing: is this story did not get out because people wanted. There was no detective work involved. There wasn't like someone heard this story around the grapevine and was like, oh geez, I'd better tell the world because this guy is a bad person. Oh, no. The reason this story got out was because the girl he was doing this with she found out that he was doing this with other people, and just tried to think of like, who do I know who is the scummiest piece of shit that will get this information out and completely ruin this guy's career as fast as possible. And don't get me wrong, this does not excuse what the guy did, but seriously, we need to think about why the information got out, for one thing. The information did not get out by anyone who genuinely had any heartfelt feelings of like, oh geez, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop this guy from hurting other people. It got out simply because the person found out he was cheating on her. That's it. And she absolutely thought, who is the shittiest, scummiest person I can think of to get this information out and completely ruin this guy as fast as possible. And of course, her first thought, Vida. Now, like I said, this does not excuse in the slightest bit what he did. It is absolutely wrong. And I'm not sure quite exactly what the rules are. A 14-year-old girl like doing ERPs. And let's be clear, he knew she was 14. And there's a lot of mental gymnastics he tried to perform to make it sound like he wasn't attracted to the fact that she was underage. But whatever. Yeah, this is a crazy, long, ridiculous story, and it's going on like crazy. I don't really have a whole lot more to say on this, so I'm just going to drop it here and just be like, hey guys, this is just another Toon Critic video, lol, whatever. Well, thanks for listening, and Donut out.